Hi, my name is Matt. This is Matt's Projects, and if you are new to the channel, today we're working more on restoring my coach car. This is ex-Northern Pacific business car number 11. It was originally built in 1886 as a sleeper car and was converted to a business car back in about 1910. It served on the Northern Pacific in the Mountain Division, and as you can see, it now no longer has a roof compared to my last video where it kind of had more of a roof. But before we get into some of the progress I've made over the last 8 to 9 months, probably by the time this video comes out, I have a quick announcement as to what I'm doing to try and get a little bit of money in to fund this project. And that is, I have designed and am 3D printing and hoping to sell these little HO scale models of the business car behind me.
The kit will include the front and back wall panels, the fireman's side and engineer's side panels, the roof, and the base frame. Detail parts will also be the truss rods, hand railings, and the front end vestibule. But before I go and make all of this, I'd really like to know from all of you if this is something you'd be interested in buying to support the project, and if you would want me to source the trucks as well as the couplers. I haven't really decided on a price point yet, but that's going to, increase or decrease depending on how much additional stuff I have to include in the overall kit. So please leave a comment and let me know. So let's get down to the actual work in this video. Let's start by rewinding the clock to January. I'd made the decision to remove the last portions of the clear story roof and basically keep both ends of the coach and then remove all of the side sheets and the walls. Okay, so after removing the rest of the clear story roof on the observation end, I went back to the front end of the coach to finish removing the roofing material that was around the hatch that opens up to the ice box.
Okay, camera was there, but the, what was it, copper roofing that was here is removed. It's unfortunate because this looks really good on the top, but once you start looking there, you see all that fire damage, and so it's not really great. And there's all this crap, so unfortunately what I've realized is this lid, well that's hinged, is like welded to the stack that goes to the ice box down below. It's in there. So I'm just gonna have to figure out, I guess, kind of how to cut this entire thing out and then patch it. So yeah, it's a bummer because like it looks really nice and I gotta figure out how to keep that profile, but yeah. Show you what we've done here. So this is, there's an ice box that was part of this right in there, and we have, in not the most restoration oriented way possible, removed it. Oh, but interesting, there's wood there. The more I dig into this thing, God, this car is in just such rough shape, but that's how you learn. You keep plugging away, you keep chipping away at things, and yeah.
A little dismayed, I decided to change up what I was doing and try and fix the kind of vestibule bumper. So let's take a look at what was done there.
So I hit this with a hammer once, thinking it would be a lot harder to take off, but it wasn't. At some point in time, someone made a very hard joint with the car. You can see that spring for the vestibule, like a tunnel. I don't know what it's called, tunnel here. That one's straight, this one's curved. So ground down the ends, and I was anticipating, I'm gonna need a carrot pin, what are they called? Anyways, I was gonna have to line it up with the rivets and then pound them out, but I literally hit it with the hammer and it came off. So cleaned that out, find some bolts to put it back in, figure out how to straighten this thing out, or God forbid, manufacture a new one. It's not really straightening out as much as I thought it would. I should probably think about that a little bit more before I keep hitting it with a hammer.
Okay, so a little dismayed even more, I decided to really start to focus in on building the CAD model of this car so that I have a really good template and drawings in order to put it back together.
So a storm came through. Coach car's not damaged, but oh man, everything is wet and my knee hurts a little. I'm okay, but storm came through. Everything is undamaged, but today we are getting some measurements. So if you've been watching for a while, you can kind of see how much stuff has been taken off of this car. But basically we're trying to capture just all of the intricate details about the wall panels, you know, how everything is notched, the fact that there's these 45-degree support pieces underneath every single window, etc., etc. Now, a lot of that, basically, good old tape measure and a, what would you call this? An angle measuring device. It's for machining. I'm taking classes, you think I should know what it's called off the top of my head, but I have a list of all the measurements that I need to get, and I'm putting all of that into CAD. My prior job was a mechanical designer, so I used Autodesk Inventor all the time. And I'm putting all of this into CAD so that basically I can completely tear apart this coach, because none of the wood in this is any good whatsoever except for those interior pieces which are being stored, and then rebuild it in CAD so that there is a whole bill of materials that I'm going to need, and it can go back together very, very quickly and efficiently and cost effectively, hopefully. What do I do with it? One of the measurements I need is that top rail has an angle to it.
Right, so you can't really see what I'm trying to climb up on this wall to measure. So let me show you some of the pictures I took for documentation purposes. The car, because of its length, has a lot of very unique pieces of wood joinery. So I'm working on basically capturing all of that in order to recreate it and use sort of what was the best practice at the time in putting this car back together.
I want to take a moment to kind of explain how much geometry goes into this, right? So we talked about how we have this metal piece here that the wood beam sits on top of. Now, it's not immediately obvious because all of this is gone, but there is actually a 7/8 notch here and a 1.5 inch notch here. And that is where all of those floor pieces down there sit underneath this interior support piece. I have the name written down. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Those are all screwed into the wall uprights, every single one. Now, all of these sit in. Those have a 1/2 inch inset on the inside. They do sit to the outside of the piece of wood here. And I think when they put the steel underframe under this car, because my understanding is it was a wood frame car before, that all of these exterior pieces, which, oh, hey, look at that. That's kind of cool. All of these exterior pieces sit right down on top of this, behind this wood piece. The sheeting is screwed into it. So needless to say, this gets very complex very quickly. I'm still working on the floor drawings, working on the clear story drawings. The walls for the most part make sense with how the supports go together, but again, the idea is, well, let me show you the CAD model.
Alright, so here's the CAD model. As you can see, we have the two center steel beams and the exterior steel angle brackets that hold the kind of main support beams that run the length of the car. The wall assembly also has a lot of complex wood notching to make sure that everything is supported and structurally sound and secure. Making sure that I captured all of the small details such as the notching on the exterior wood slats, as well as the wood joinery on the roof is important so that I can rebuild this car correctly. In addition to this, I've also done a lot of hand drawings on paper to capture a lot of these smaller details that aren't going to be apparent in this model. So overall, this should give me a really good basis for rebuilding this coach car. As I continue to document things to add to the CAD model, one of the next big steps was to actually start removing the metal side sheets on this car. This is a pretty messy process overall, just a whole lot of grinding, prying, pulling, till pieces eventually came off. As you can see, a part there took out my ladder, but everything was fine and the ladder was okay.
Little note on, discovering things as I take this coach car apart, documentation in order to do reassembly. I was not expecting this, and I haven't seen it in any of the books, but you can't see because of the glare. These top pieces are in fact notched into the, okay, better dump some water on that. These top pieces are in fact notched into the top rail, which I was not aware of. I thought all of them just had one or two screws that were kind of holding them all in place. So yeah, just gonna continue to very carefully take this thing apart, and it's starting to get pretty dry out already. It's been a very dry winter and a very dry spring here, so don't want to set anything on fire, myself included. Okay, I just got done playing fireman. Yesterday when I was working and we all saw that large wall piece fall down, I decided today I was going to focus just a little bit more on just kind of removing side sheets, paying attention, not worrying about the camera, and showing you guys the end result. And finished some grinding, walked away for no more than 20 minutes, and this entire section of the wall caught on fire. There's still some stuff smoldering right over there. But yeah, it has just been a very dry winter, and it's been a pretty dry spring. Obviously, this car is very much a convertible at this point, so things get wet and dry out very quickly in here. So I just have to, just exercise caution, patience, and diligence as I continue to do the disassembly work. So it dawned on me, I haven't really explained what we're doing for removing the side sheets. So let me show you. Basically, the side sheets are divided into this upper portion, these portions around the windows, the half round, and then the bottom sheets. Now, all the wood on the inside, as you can tell, is very rotten. So to remove this, I've started by these bolts here at the bottom attached to a piece on the quarter round. So I'm grinding those off. That allows this entire piece to be removed because they're really not even holding on to these the wood posts anymore. And then we're basically just going down and cutting in between every window and taking out like a large T section. The bottom side sheets are going to have to come off at some point. Not sure how to do that, but I do want to keep, basically when this thing goes back together, I do want to keep the half round, did I say quarter round or half round? Half round, and then remake all of these little kind of bottom of the window pieces so that water will run out really nicely. The sheets on the bottom will probably be those 1.5-inch slats that other coach cars have. So that's kind of the basic idea so far. But yeah, anyways, keep grinding. So I've kind of hit a wall with this project. I'm not going to stop working on it, but I think I'm going to change my approach. Every time I grind on this thing, something gets set on fire, and I am spending more time putting out those little fires from just random sparks from my grinding wheel than I actually am working on the coach car. I have documented enough of the upper portion of the roof structure that I am comfortable that I'm going to take the leap and basically just cut it off at that roof line. But that is going to be for the next video. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'm going to leave you in a little bit of suspense here, but thanks for tuning in. Please comment, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to continue to grow the channels, get more views. If I could get a little bit of ad revenue, that would be great. Do let me know what you guys want for that HO scale model, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.